Alright, if you're looking for a workout, you come to the right place. We got 3 warm-up moves, 11 exercises, 45 seconds for each exercise, and 15 seconds of rest. Alright? Feel free to repeat this if you want, but let's start with one set and go. Alright, we're starting with leg swings. You put your left hand on the wall, left foot on the ground, soft knee, and you want to swing that foot forward and backward. Forward and backward. Try to keep your upper body as straight as possible. You don't have to kick too high. You don't have to kick as high as I'm kicking. But just slowly try to get higher and higher and higher. We got about 12 seconds left. Keep kicking, relax, keep that torso up tall, chest forward. Keep kicking and relax. Alright, you want to take this time to spin over to the other side. You can wait or you can get started now. This is just a warm-up, so we're just taking our times. Go ahead and get yourself set. And go. Alright, this time your right hand's on the wall. Right foot's on the ground, soft right knee. And you want to kick forward and backward. This time you see me swinging my upper arm. You don't have to do that. It's probably best you don't do that. I'm just trying to get a little bit more motion in there. But you can still see my chest is up straight. Body's tight. Keep those abs tight. Keep a constant breathing motion going. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Remember, we're just warming up here. So just focus and relax. Alright, this is our second warm-up move. This is Inchworms. You start standing up, bend down, try to touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's fine. Just go straight to the floor and walk your hands out into a plank. Do not drop those hips though. Ready and go. Alright? Walk yourself out to a plank. Don't drop those hips down and come back to those toes. If you want to do a push-up at the end, go ahead and do that. Also, if you want to hold that hamstring stretch for a little longer, go ahead and do that as well. Right? There's no rule that says you have to go into that push-up. But if you want to try that, try to get that chest warmed up, go ahead and push yourself to do that. Only a warm-up, no rush. We're just trying to stretch out the posterior region and warm up that anterior region. Ready and relax. Alright, last warm-up move. You're going to start in downward dog and then come up to a plank. Alright, or you can start in the plank, shoulders over your hands, abs tight, glutes tight, and then push your chest towards your toes and go. Alright, plank, push the chest towards your toes, back to the plank. Alright, when you're pushing your chest towards your toes, you should get a nice calf stretch at the end there. Remember, we're still warming up here. You can also add a push-up to this one as well if you want to get a little bit more work in. But that is not necessary. We're really just trying to stretch out those shoulders. Stretch those calves out. If this hurts your wrist at all, you can go down to your elbows and push back and relax. Alright, we're going into our first exercise here. Now we're going to start pushing here. We're going into squats. Alright, start with those feet. Shoulder width apart, toes forward. You're going to drop those hips down into a squat like you're sitting into a chair and then thrust right back up, okay? You ready? Go. Alright, we're in the workout now. We're pushing, okay? 45 seconds here. Drop those hips. Keep those toes as forward as possible. Keep those knees as forward as possible. Don't let those knees knock inside of each other. As you see, my hands are coming into a prayer motion. I'm doing that to make sure my chest stays up so that I'm not leaning over too much. Drop that butt down as low as you possibly can. This is as low as I can go. If you can go any lower, go low as you can, okay, with stability. Try to keep your abs tight. Keep that back straight as well. Almost done here. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, our next one are sprinter lunges. All right, you can do this switching back and forth between legs, or you can do it one leg at a time. All right, ready and go. Split those legs out into a split flexion. Lean forward and bend that knee, squeezing that glute tight to bring yourself back up to the top. If you're switching, go ahead and just switch. I'll let you know when to switch legs. We're switching halfway. Go ahead and switch. Almost done here. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Make sure you keep your back straight. Don't get your butt too high up in the air. Ready and relax. All right, the next one's push-ups. Obviously, you can do this from your knees if you need to, but make sure you have those hands straight. Elbows are going to go back. They don't go out wide. They go back behind your shoulders. Ready and go. All right, just like this. It's easy enough from this position. Toes tucked under. Bring those knees down if you need to. No need to cross your legs in the back. Just keep those toes down and knees down. Keep the abs tight. Keep a parallel position. Don't let those hips drop. You don't have to look ahead of you. Look straight down. And keep pushing, keep pushing. Only about 5 seconds left. Ready and relax. Next exercise is Superman pull-ups. So if you ever done a Superman before, it's that, but with your hands elevated, forward and back, like you're doing a pull-up. All right, glutes tight, shoulders down and back, and go. All right, so remember your shoulders down and back, squeezing those shoulder blades tight together when you bring those arms down. Simulating doing a pull-up. The glutes are tight, toes off the ground and tucked under. This move is harder than it looks. Sometimes I like to hold it at the bottom just to make sure I'm getting a nice tight squeeze. No reason to go too fast. The point is to push yourself as hard as you can, but not too hard, and relax. All right, your next exercise are reverse lunges. All right, from here you can switch legs on those reverse lunges, or you can do one leg at a time and then switch halfway through. All right, this is just like the squats, but on one leg, and go. All right, see, your chest is going to stay up as much as possible. Here I'm switching legs. Every time I go down, I bring my hands up to make sure my chest stays up, my head stays up. I bring one leg back, and the front leg stays parallel with my body. 20 seconds left here. Make sure that foot's going back as far as you can. And you're putting all that weight on the one leg. And switch. All right, your next one is donkey kicks. Working on that posterior here. You want to make sure you're in a nice flat back level here. Shoulders over your hands. And you're kicking that leg up behind you, squeezing that glute. And go. All right, you can switch legs for this one. Here I'm switching legs. Head straight down, just focusing on the glute that I'm working. All right, as you see, I'm not twisting side to side. I'm just bringing that leg up, squeezing that glute. All right, as you can see, I hold it for a little bit at the top just to make sure I'm getting a nice squeeze. And I'm getting everything I can out of this workout. No reason to go fast. Focus on each rep. 3 seconds left. And relax. All right, now we're doing floor push-aways. All right, your hand's going to be a little bit further in front of you. You want to push that butt back, and then pull yourself forward, and then push yourself back. And go. All right, if you can't get your chest to the ground, that's just fine. You can hover above the ground and then push right back. Great job here. Just push that butt right back towards the heels. If you can go all the way to your heels, go all the way to your heels, and then you push forward. This is a shoulder exercise. We're pushing back with our shoulders here. If you wanted to make it harder, you would just come off of your knees and push yourself back into downward dog. But here you're still getting a good workout. And relax. Good job, good job. Almost there. Now we're doing reverse flies. You want to have soft knees, bend over, keep it back straight, bring your arms up into a L, 90 degrees, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and go. This is another exercise, looks easy, but it's harder than it looks. You're going to bring those hands together in an L, and then pull those back with those shoulders down and back, squeezing those back muscles together tight. You shouldn't feel any pain here. It may start to get tight, a little sore, but no pain. Keep those knees soft, toes forward, and keep pushing. Almost there. All right, and relax. All right, so our ab exercises, we're going to do toes to the sky. You're going to lay flat on the ground, hands out to the side, flat on the floor. You're going to try to get your butt up off the ground every single rep. All right, squeezing those abs tight, and go. All right, toes to the sky. Try to keep those legs as straight as possible. If you can't keep them straight, that's fine. It just means your hamstrings are a little tight. We're just trying to squeeze those abs. Focus on the abs, not the legs. Focus on the abs, squeezing them tight every single time. Try to hold your butt up off the ground as long as you can, and then bring it down slowly. Control the motion and make sure you're breathing. Do not hold your breath. Make sure you're breathing. Ten seconds left, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, your next one's going to be bicycles. What you're focusing on here is getting that shoulder blade off the ground every single time and trying to touch your knee with that elbow. But the focus here is the shoulder blades. And go. All right, last 2 exercises. You're trying to get that right shoulder blade off the ground and trying to touch your left knee with that right elbow. And then you're switching and doing the same thing on the opposite side. We're focusing on the shoulder blades here, all right? Trying to get those shoulder blades off the ground every single time. Make sure you're breathing as well. It's not about how fast you go. It's about controlling the motion and keeping those abs as tight as possible. Stay strong here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, last exercise, toe touches. All right, basically you're going to keep your legs up as high as you can. If you can't keep them straight, that's fine, but we're not actually trying to touch our toes here, just reaching for them. All right, same thing. You're squeezing your abs as tight as possible. We're almost there now. Last exercise. You want to take a deep breath in when you go down and breathe out when you go up. All right, as you can see here, I'm still not touching my toes. I'm just focusing on that contraction of the abdominals. Blowing that air out at the top. And staying strong here. Only 10 seconds left. Remember the last exercise. Stay strong. Stay strong, almost there, and relax. Great job. Feel free to repeat this 2 to 3 times for maximum results.